Good morning from the Cedar Spring Junction where we cowboy camped last night. Just taken off for the day. It's about 6:30 in the morning. And today's gonna be a challenging day. But I know I can get through this. This is kind of like the spot of the desert that makes me probably the most nervous, but I know I can do this. So let's go do it. Let's do it. I'll explain a little bit in the video as I go why it makes me nervous. I have a lot more experience under my belt since that unpleasant experience, so hopefully I feel that today. Very windy up here and cold. Well, it's only in the 40s, not that bad, but the wind makes it feel colder. Pretty hazy down in the valleys. All right, let's keep trudging along here. This is so beautiful up here. I'm going down this 2.3 mile crazy descent down into the valley down there, and then I just go straight up the other side. So I'm just really have to pay attention. This part here is nice, but a lot of it's been very steep step downs with a lot of loose rock. And for me, with my short little legs, I have to take some pretty big steps to get down. So I'm trying to take it slow and not bash up the knees too much or fall, but right here is nice. Made it down to the bottom of this steep valley. So just gonna take a pack off break, get fueled up because it's pretty much straight up climbing from here. So I need some fuel. Well, I'm going to be focusing on getting up this 3 mile steep climb, doing my pacing step and just focusing. So I will touch base with you guys when I get to the top of that. I just want to kind of focus and get up there. Mosey's going to hang out with me through these sketchy areas coming up. We've got some steep ledges and slopey areas that make me a little nervous. So she's going to hang out with me through those areas. And yeah, I'll just update you guys up ahead. Wish me luck. Progress about halfway up that 3 mile climb. Just keep swimming. I mentioned earlier in the video that I would talk about what makes me nervous about this area, why I'm a little bit sketched out by it. So this area right before Spittler Peak alternate, this whole area was really damaged by blowdowns and I guess from an old fire and then the wind's knocking trees down. But I think the trail in 222 was lost because of all the debris covering it. And so there was makeshift trails all over the place to follow. And I was just following the main boot pack, which took me off the trail and around blowdowns. And then what happened was I ended up being on the side of a really, you can't tell how steep this is, but I ended up being on one of those super steep slopes trying to climb up, and the ground was crumbling underneath me and I was like falling, sliding downward, and I looked below me and it was just straight down the mountain. And it took me quite a while to get back up and find the trail. And I was so shaken after that. I was all by myself and I was so tired at that point. And it just really spooked me. So I opted to get off the trail at Spittler Peak at that point and I bypassed to a double slide and went up that. But anyway, that's what happened that year. That's why I'm sketched out to be by myself in this section, but it appears that they've cleaned up a lot and that the main trail is pretty obvious now. I haven't had any problems coming through here, but you can just see all this debris everywhere. This was blocking the trail in 22. Almost to Apache Peak, and fortunately there's no snow, so it shouldn't be too sketchy for us. I'm waiting for Mosey to catch up with me so we could do this area together. This is so pretty up here. Wow. Still lots more climbing today, but I think we're through the steepest areas. We just did the last half a mile climb up, and there's still like another 1,000 feet of elevation gain today, but it's going to be over about 8 more miles. I just turned a corner and this is what it looks like. So I'm assuming this is Apache Peak over here, but it looks a lot less intimidating without snow on it. So we just got done crossing Apache Peak over there. You can see the slope of the mountain from there. There's the trail going this way. I clenched my butt cheeks a little bit going across there, not gonna lie. It was pretty narrow and like sloping down the slope. So it wasn't like a flat trail. And then there was a couple spots that had a lot of like leaf debris, wood chips. That was loose soil, so that was a little, but at least there was no snow. We'll be thankful for that and that we are through that section. All right, so it is 12:30. We're gonna stop and take our lunch break before we proceed on the ledge walks up ahead that are pretty steep. So anyway, just gonna have a quick lunch. I'm not gonna eat a whole ton. I'm just not super hungry, but just enough to keep the energy up. Look at that view. There's Mosey up there getting her lunch. Wow, that tree is massive. I don't know if this picks up the size of this thing compared to me, but wow. Probably not. The sun's right behind me too. I'm not going to be doing a whole ton of recording this afternoon. I just really want to pay attention. This is just all ledge walking this afternoon and climbing, and I'm rationing water. You know, it's just an area where it's easy to miscalculate. Like, you need more water than you think because you're climbing. It takes longer to make the miles. And fortunately, it's not hot. The sun's warm for sure, but anyway, I'm going to put the phone away, focus on my footing, and lots of blowdowns ahead to deal with as well. So let's just get through the section safely. Well, this is where that old rock slide was. Oh, that should be fun to get through. Mosey's quite a ways behind me, but I might go up here and see what it looks like. If it looks sketchy, I'll wait for her. Okay, this is looking back at the trail I just came from. And oh, is that Mosey? Good. She's kept catching up to me. Man, that's been a doozy back there. A lot of hazards. Oops, I don't know what I'm zoomed in on. Snow. There's snow over there. But a lot of hazards on the trail. Blowdowns, rock slides. Whew, it's been a lot of a focus. So it's not quick miles, unfortunately. So rationing water is not the most ideal thing when you're making really slow miles, but at least it's not hot, so I shall be fine. I can just really tank up when I get to the water source. And I am conquering some fears doing this afternoon, just so you know. This is one of them, and I'm doing it, so good for me. I definitely need to build my courage up, and I've gone through this section pretty much alone because Mosey's been behind me, but I feel pretty good about it. I was a little sketched out on a patchy peak of that crossing there, and in a couple spots on this dirt path, but not too bad. It's just been mostly slowing down at the blowdowns and the rock slides and just really thinking it through and taking my time getting around it. But other than that, it's not too bad. All right, let's keep going forward. Here's the view. Just ran into the snow patch here, coming down there. So I am collecting some snow in case but this trail has been nothing but blowdown city, trying to go around, and it's been really sketchy and slow. So even though I only have 3 miles, a little over 3 miles, it's very, it's like a mile an hour. So I'm pretty much almost out of water. Whew. But this will make me feel better. Wow, look at that view behind me. I've come up all of that today. Whew. I'm about 8,200 feet in elevation and getting close to the top of the climb for today. Thank the Lord. And then we'll be about 1.2 miles down to the water where we're gonna camp tonight. Whew. Nice day though. I challenge myself a lot. I think I conquered some fears too, which is great. But I've been following along with these guys for a little bit too, just to kind of pace myself, and got through like some of the sketchy areas with some of the blowdowns with them. Okay, put the phone away so I can breathe. That's the kind of day I've had. Look at my hair. Looks rough. Had a rough day, but it was very rewarding. Awesome. And I'm rewarded with these amazing views up here going into camp. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Denisa and Andre from the Czech Republic, for hiking with me for a little bit. That really helped a lot. Hitting a few snow patches up here. Sorry about that. All right, 1/10 of a mile from Tockwitz Creek. And then I'm gonna sit here and wait for Mosey to catch up with me. That Czech couple stayed back a ways to camp. So I'm just gonna go up here by the creek, collect my water, collect my wits, figure out best place to camp for tonight. And we've been going through a lot of snow since mile 175. This is Tockwitz Creek is mile 177 point something or other. But we have been hitting a lot of snow with blowdown, so it's been tricky, but manageable. So I'm here filtering about 4.5 liters of water for tonight, and then I'm gonna take the trail up about another 1/10 of a mile to look for a tent site. Mosey's not here yet. I'm getting chilled sitting down here in the shade. It's really cold, so I'm just gonna probably just fill up my bottles and go up there. I think she knows we're supposed to camp up there. And another couple nice girls from Sweden are up there as well. So, all right, well, let's get this done. My hands, this water's like ice. But this is probably the best water so far on trail, is snow melt water, just pure. What an amazing, crazy, hard, challenging, incredible everything day wrapped together. The scenery was just phenomenal. The terrain was super challenging. Made me anxious and nervous, but I conquered my fears and pushed myself through. A lot of it I did by myself, going over a lot of big blowdowns with this 5-foot tall body and these short little legs. It was kind of challenging, but I'm just proud of myself for pushing through my fears and just building my courage as I go. So It's not all going to be easy, and I'm not going to love every aspect of it. I expect that. I don't like snow. Let's just put that out there. But it is beautiful to look at. So anyway, just I'm still filling up my water. The last batch I'm hanging from the tree there because my hands are freezing. So, all right, we'll catch you guys up at camp. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.